if we really feeling you. It's the ones we don't like. We make them do it all.
So you ain't like your husband?
I ain't trying to embarrass my husband even more on the internet, but he was a simp and I seen the opportunity and I took it.
Well, I'm saying what his qualities was.
I mean, for one, he accepted the fact that I have 3 kids.
So you got 3 kids too?
I have 3 children.
And you're supposed to come with the bag?
They supposed to come. And that's why you have to have a bag.
I try to tell y'all fellas, man, you want to be a stepdad so bad? This is what most of these women think of you when you step up and play this already saved game. That's not even your data at all. Taking care of kids that's not even yours. This is what most modern women think of you. A simp, a sucker, a cleanup man. You want to do that? You really want to do that? I mean, there's certain circumstances that, hey, you might want to step up, especially the woman you care about, because in certain situations there's exceptions to the rule, but it's rare. It's rare, but most of the time, this is how truly these modern women that's consumed by the garden of insanity sees you. And also, they don't have no respect for you. No respect. Even if you overextend your hand to this woman and help her what she needs to do, pay her bills and all that stuff, helping out, feeding her kids and all that, overextending your hand, and you won't get nothing really in return. That's crazy work. As a man, being with her and taking care of her kids that you didn't create. Hey, everybody got their own life and choose what they want to do, but I wouldn't recommend that at all.
Right. And how much are you paying child support?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay nothing in child support.
Ooh.
Like, I'm a good dad.
Hold on, but you travel all the time.
Yeah,
they're
but I'm still
on different
a good dad.
But you don't pay child support?
Why would I pay child support?
So you take them to school every day, you take them to the doctor's offices, you take them to practices,
I mess with women that got themselves together.
Okay.
And
like a true toxic man. But you know what it takes physically? I would rather today, where I am today, I'm doing it alone.
Yes.
And it's hard. But you know how easy it is for me to go and work and make the money. I have to have a nanny, right?
Yes.
How often could you have possibly been
That's
there?
true. But so
were you paying child support then?
So I don't pay child support.
Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.
Like, why would I pay child support? I'm not a bum.
Because did you pay for their school?
Of course.
Okay, so
but you talk so fast, you don't let people get their thoughts out.
You just kept saying I don't pay child support.
You're a judge.
No. You kept saying I don't pay child support.
You put people on the.
Okay, so all these
when I say I pay, no. Let's make sure we're clear. It's very important because I got my fans.
Child support.
Let me finish my thought, darling.
Oh, 2x.
Thank you. Yeah, make sure. When I say don't pay, that's the communication gap.
Okay.
When you saying, what do I pay? You're thinking child support. I'm not giving anything. I'm saying I take care of my babies.
Okay, what does that look like?
Yeah, it looks like you take care of them.
Can you explain to me what it looks like for you to have to take care of
the school,
kids?
clothes, trips, etc.
Okay, what about they live in the house with their mom 24/7, right?
Yes.
They live in their home. So do you pay any of those bills in their house?
Yes, I did. They grown now.
We're gonna focus.
When they were kids, yes.
So the 16-year-old right now. So you still have one that's underage.
Yes, and well taken care of.
What does that look like right
amazing.
now today?
It's amazing.
What does it look like?
What do you mean? What it looks like
for the 16-year-old right now? What does that look like? How do you take care of him? It's a boy,
visit. Right? We hang, go to games, etc.
School?
Yeah, he goes to school. Yeah, I don't take him to school. No, he's 16. No.
So who drives him to school?
His mom.
So you pay for the gas?
No.
Do you pay for her car insurance?
No.
Do you pay for her car bill?
No.
Do you pay for her light bill?
No.
Do you give her money for food?
Of course.
How much?
Whatever she needs.
So every month you don't.
I don't see.
So she has to ask you for it.
See, here's the thing that's structured with most women, and this is how you're thinking. You're thinking I need X, Y, and Z, but there's some women on this planet who move a certain way, and when they need something, because if you got your stuff together.
So how about you get your stuff together?
Some women will say, baby, I need this, and it's done.
Baby, you are my baby's daddy.
No.
We made a mistake, right? Remember?
There you go again. with the energy and your toxic energy.
I'm not toxic.
And the
I
way,
am matter of
let me finish.
factly.
And your energy influences negativity. You don't stay calm. Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm giving you my point. When you do all that and the tone of your voice creates that type of energy.
Okay,
so what I'm saying to you is there's people on this planet that just totally move a different way. You're not.
Bro, I tell you, she don't want to listen at all. She want to listen to respond and not listening to understand anything that TK Kirkland was saying to her. She just want to have the last word, and she's also projecting, what she's been going through, I guess with our baby daddy onto him, and that's not fair. And yes, she is toxic. So yeah, TK Kirkland was right on the money on that. Just sometimes, women was like, yo, I can do without child support. You know what I'm saying? I'm being fair. I would like to have, the children to stay with their father or be with their father, joint custody or sole custody, whatever. And that's just the bottom line. Not everybody's the same.
How long you been married?
We've been married since 92, so what is that, 32 years?
How? Like for the masses?
We want to be. You gotta want it. I don't want nobody to have my woman. She mine. I'm hers.
What's the word that we just had somebody on? The relationship has to have staying power. Certain things in the culture has never changed. It's just all about how you are locked in with your partner. You don't stay with a person for as long as you've been with your person and can honestly say, man, every single day I wake up and it's just doves flying.
But who in your life is it like that with? You don't like your mama every day. Some days she get on your nerves. Some day, your brother. Every day ain't gonna be roses.
Yeah.
You can't expect that from your spouse. It's all about, are y'all a family or not? You gotta be willing to give. And as a person that you want to give to, your time, effort, and love.
Vivica Fox says she's ready to settle down now.
Ain't nobody sitting down with no burnout, ho. Nigga don't want no burnout. Nigga, man, once a woman get 31, 32, and nigga, she done had fun in her 20s, she's a burnout. That's why you see Jamie Foxx with a 22-year-old. That's why you see Floyd Mayweather with a 21-year-old. Niggas is looking for a turnout. Not a burnout. Many hoes burn out, nigga, at 28, 29, 30, and they done had fun from 17 to then. Nigga, they burn out. That's a high mileage vehicle. Nigga, that motherfucking transmission finna go out soon. And you gonna have to get a new transmission. A new transmission costs damn near what a new car costs. So nigga, go get you a new car. Yeah, nigga, fuck them burnouts, nigga. Man, them burnouts just good for a moment. See, them burnout, hoes like that is just good for 1 or 2, 3 fucks. A woman like Vivica Fox don't know how to take and please a man to the fullest because she's been selfish. That's why she ain't been married. It's been all about her. That's why you gotta eat her pussy first. That's why you gotta take her out first. Go get your turnout that's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
What you think is like they're trained, like they're
conditioned.
Your perversions and
things. No, they're conditioned. They're not trained. Oh. The Bible speaks of training. The Bible says you're supposed to train up a child in the way that they should go. So when you think about training, think about police training, fire training. We're raising kids. We teach them some things, but we're not training them. So that's why they don't know which way to go, because they haven't been trained up. So nigga, ain't nobody training these hoes. Man, these hoes being conditioned based off the type of man they attract and the type of man they choose to let inside them. Ain't nobody training these bitches. These hoes fucked up by their choices. Shit, man, don't let these hoes trick y'all.
She told me she sleeps with her husband pretty regularly, so I asked her, how often do you sleep with him? She said 2 times a week. Darling, 2 times a week is not regular. If you slept with him 2 times a week, that adds up to 8 days out of 30 days. You're only sleeping with him 8 out of 30. If this was an exam and you got 8 out of 30, you'd fail. So now let me ask you this question. Why are you accepting a failing grade in your marriage?
What's your excuse? What is your excuse?
A lot of black women have put a lot of black men in jail. It occurs when it first occurs is when their single mom can't control them.
Their single mom.
Yes, when they're single mom. That went through
a lot of stuff with their
by her own making for being a whore.
And because who she
no one ever becomes a single mom. No one ever becomes a single mom unless they're a whore. That's how you become a single. If you're curious, like, I want to know, put together a guide. How do I become a single mom? You become a single mom
you're raised
because
in a two-parent
you
household?
are a whore.
Were you raised in a
And let me
household?
elaborate. My grandmother was also a whore. Listen, no. I'm gonna tell you, my grandmother was a whore, and maybe you're it's okay. Maybe your grandmother might be the same, and I'll tell you why.
I mean, but I would never look. She went through what she went through.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. My grandmother had 9 kids, and there's nothing wrong with having 9 kids. That's a beautiful thing. But when you have 3 different baby daddies, that's an ugly thing. And the only way you can achieve that is by being a whore. And the problem is that we are at a loss for the truth in our society. And just because it's your mother or your grandmother is not a whore. No, that a whore is a whore.
No, I mean, you mean you went through stuff, you did stuff, and some people. That's what I mean when I went back to just because you graduated, do not burn the schoolhouse down, because a lot of people are not at the same level you are at in life.
That's why we are condemning it so that that's why we are condemning it so they do not repeat mistakes. The moment we start letting them think, no. As an adult, you will operate on an adult's level. And that's precisely why I said it is upon the man to set the standard and to enforce it. So if I say use a whore, use a whore. You could be my mother, you can be my grandmother, you can be my daughter. You're a whore. And I will not let you I will look her dead in her face and tell her you are a whore, and you will not live under my roof or my name as a whore. So you can either stop being a whore or you could pack your shit and I'll help you and I'll call you an Uber. But it's to be a one-way Uber out this motherfucker.
But what if she was acting like a whore because her friend invited her to a party and told her that this boy liked her and this boy gave her a kiss and made her do something?
That sounded way too specific, man. She was talking about herself on that one.